John, round 2 of the Super 8's qualifiers. We're going into playing Huddersfield away. How's the preparation going for that?
Good. We're, we only have a couple of sessions per week with the players, but we trained hard and we trained well on Tuesday. Had a really good review of the Leeds game. Looked at the positives. I thought we did lots of good things in there, and some of the negatives and some of the things that we need to improve on and to learn quickly were highlighted on Tuesday. So that was productive. We're going to get ready for Huddersfield tonight and just look at some of the things that we think we might like to do against them and try and stop some of the things that they're really good at.
And just looking back at that Leeds game, Leeds probably in a false position, being in that bottom 4 of Super League, probably the form team in Super League at the moment, and perhaps a little bit of a harsh scoreline really for Featherstone Rovers. Yeah,
I mean the occasion was brilliant and it was really good for the club. It was much bigger than just a game of rugby league for the club and for the community. I think we put on such a good show off the field that I think credit goes to the backroom staff and the people in the community and also the fans that made it such a great day. I thought we played our part for parts of the game and thought we put some good stuff together. But they were brilliant. They were absolutely outstanding. Showed us some respect as well with regards to the best team we could field. They were at full strength and they played really well as well. So it was a I won't say it was a lesson to be learned from it, but I think we can certainly learn from some of the things that Leeds did.
And then, like you say, we've got Huddersfield away on Sunday, another Super League team, perhaps not as in good form as Leeds, but still lots of respect to give to them. And they've got a fairly new coach in Rick Stone heading up that team now, haven't they?
Yeah, Huddersfield have been a good team for a few years now, and just goes to show that a couple of injuries and maybe a loss of form and a little bit of confidence going, and all of a sudden you can find yourself in a position where Huddersfield are now in. But they've got some really good players, they've got a good roster, and they've got some experience in there as well, so they're used to playing in big games and playing under pressure. It's a big challenge for us. It'll be tough at the John Smith Stadium as it now is, so but we're looking forward to that. We played against a really good Leeds team. That was good for us, and we're going to come up against a really good Huddersfield team, which will again be a big challenge for us. But that's hard-nosed football, and that's what we want, and that's how we'll improve.
And Huddersfield have come off the back of a loss against Salford, and also in that game, Danny Brough did a misdemeanour and he's got suspended for 2 games for it. So a slight boost for Featherstone, but they're bringing Ryan Brearley in that place in place of Danny Brough, aren't they?
Yeah, they've got a good squad. They've got a big squad. They invest heavily in the team, and Brough's obviously a blow to Huddersfield, but in his place is a really good player who's going to be motivated and determined to be and fight for his place as well in the half. So Brearley's going to obviously be fired up, and we need to be ready for him.
And what's it going to be like for you going back to the old stomping ground yourself? You were a coach there for a number of years, weren't you? And is this the first time that you'll have been back as a rival coach to John Smith?
Yeah, I think about 5 years there, and had five good years. Challenge Cup semi-final, I think my first year, and we got to a Challenge Cup final in 2006 and made playoffs for the first time. So I'd like to think that the success was, or the period was a successful time for the club with not only that, but bringing players like Cudjoe through and McGilvery through. I thought there were good times for all really during that period. I've been back since. I coached at Crusaders with Brian Noble, and we almost beat them in a playoff game. Leroy Cudjoe scoring a last-minute try, I think, to pip us in a playoff game. So they've been back there before, and I know that I've got some friends there and getting well with the chairman and the chief executive. So looking forward to catching up with some familiar faces as well.
And obviously down here last week, fans turned out in the numbers, didn't they? Like against Bradford, fans turned out to support Featherstone against Leeds, and hopefully they'll be going in numbers again to Huddersfield, because it'll be a new stadium for those fans to visit, one that we don't regularly play at. So how important is it that they get there behind you in numbers and are loud and proud?
I think the measure of a good group of supporters is, you know, they're there when things don't go as well as what you would have liked, and a scoreline of 60 is not great, and they turned out in the numbers and they remained there afterwards. So that gave all the boys a big lift and showed that they're right behind us, but we never doubted them anyway. And I said afterwards in the bar that, well, the people that could possibly hear me, because it was that loud and it was that vociferous, that was the reaction from the fans that, you know, stay with us and get behind us and come to John Smith Stadium, get right behind the team, because the players appreciate everything that the fans do for us.
Thank you.